Okay, that's the big boy out. Ferdinand is doing very well, as he always is. Bear in mind that what I'm about to tell you is very old news, but that upper respiratory infection when I first got him, which when I first got him was honestly very mild, basically the snake equivalent of a minor common cold at the time. Yeah, he hasn't had it in a very long time. No wheezing or what have you. He's obviously a big boy and is only going to get bigger. I must confess, when I first got Ferdinand, I had no intention of getting a common boa. I wanted basically Isabella's a true red-tailed boa. But when I saw that he was hypo, which in my opinion is a beautiful genetic variation, especially among boas, I figured I'll pick him up. I knew the price was sketchy. I'm going to be honest, it was a Kijiji fund, and I'm thinking, okay, what's the catch? The catch was the included enclosure was by no means big enough, and he had that slight wheeze. But considering the price and the fact that that slight wheeze did not immediately turn into a vet bill of any kind, I do not regret the purchase, but I'm never doing it again. Until I physically see and check out the snake, I am not getting any snake off Kijiji, especially if it's not a baby. If it's a breeder selling off hatchlings or a litter or what have you, that's a little different. If it's not, never again. Ferdinand was my first one. He will be my last, but he's also one that I am still quite happy about. Very calm boy. The camera doesn't know what to focus on. We'll be attempting to feed him today. As I said, I intend to do that with all my snakes today. He also recently shed, which is why I decided to clean his enclosure. Though I find he has a very, for me anyways, bizarre way of shedding. My first boa constrictor, who was also named Isabella, the Isabella I have now is technically Isabella II. She would always poop and piss in her water bowl. Ferdinand basically does the same thing. But when Isabella shed, she will shed in her water bowl while also taking a dump. Ferdinand always takes a dump in his water bowl, but when he sheds, it's like he goes to the bathroom before he sheds in the water bowl. I immediately clean it up, and then he sheds afterwards somewhere in the enclosure. Don't know why he does that. It's a behavior I've never seen in snakes before. nor is it a behavior I've never heard of in snakes before. But the fact I've never heard of it, let's be honest, that don't mean much. There's gotta be other people who have snakes who do this. And if you are one of those people, or you know someone whose snakes do this, by all means let me know. Don't feel like you necessarily have to tell me. I'm just curious how many other snakes out there do this. It's not important, it's just essentially satisfying my own curiosity. How many snakes out there do this? Take a dump in the water bowl while they're about to shed, and then shed after they take that dump. Just, I guess, to mention it, when Isabella did shed and take a dump, she'll actually do it at the same time where her fecal matter and urates were actually essentially inside the shed. Which, now that I'm seriously considering it, that's probably the weird behavior, but because Isabella was one of my first snakes, in fact, she was my second snake, I just always summed it up to, okay, not a big deal, but now that I'm seriously considering that, that's probably the odd behavior. So if you have your snake that does that, or you know anyone who does that, let me know as well. Let's see which is truly the bizarre behavior here. No offense, Ferdinand, but I'm going to have to move your tail. Ferdinand is an absolute well, I say gentle giant. I mean, he's a boa constrictor. Boa constrictors are an impressive size, but by no means giants. But I call him a gentle giant for no other reason than people think he's a giant. And he is a puppy dog. Not only is he a puppy dog, he's a puppy dog who loves me. When other people hold him, he always comes to me. It could be argued that's a matter of he feels safe around me. Frankly, I think snakes are capable of emotion and affection. They just show it in ways that don't necessarily translate well to us. But however, that is my opinion, it is my belief, I have no way to test this. But I still hold strong that snakes do show love and affection in their own unique ways. Same with lizards. Can't say for arachnids, nor any sort of insects, scorpions, and what have you. But that is only because I have never kept them. I know people who do. I can always ask them and see what they think of it. Bear in mind that I'm going to need to ask a lot of people. I'm not going to be seeking out the opinions of, if not one person, or at least people who keep the same pets. This is something I'm going to want a large variety of opinion of people putting in their 2 cents. Again, not important, just want to satisfy my curiosity. Which means, once again, leave a comment below. Now, Ferdinand's cage. I've already cleaned his cage before I even started the video. I'm going to try and take a good photo, post it on my Instagram, and then I got things I need to do. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care and bye.